Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of the Good Old Boys Presents a podcast. So, yeah, we'll probably work on that name, but it seems to be working very well. I'm your host this evening, founder of the Good Old Boys, Tim Loss. We got to my side over here, don't make me do directions, Live Laugh Louise. In his shower, we got Giles Man because cleanliness is next to godliness. And in a basement in an undisclosed location, we got Josh Reynolds. How you guys doing this evening?
Doing great, Tim.
I'm serious. I was just telling everyone, if we have to pixelate Giles, this is going to ruin our podcast before we even start, just budget wise. It's going to, but I think he's going to keep it kosher. Right now, it's all above shoulders, and we've already lost Josh in the undisclosed bunker. Apparently, he's getting bombed. He's already getting bombed.
I think the prison guard found out he has a phone in prison.
Right. He was in the hole, the dirty hole of the county jail, which Josh likes dirty holes anyways. So he was ready and comfortable. But no, he was in there. Warden found out he was live streaming with the Good Old Boys. Had to shut that shit down. Hopefully, I sent him a Wi-Fi adapter in a cake, a birthday cake. So hopefully he gets that and come back in through the podcast. If not, we're already through the shampoo phase of Giles, man. So we're going to get in the conditioner phase soon. So that's already rinse and repeat.
I like how
Giles.
Hey,
Josh, did the warden find out you were live streaming from your hole?
Yes, he did.
We knew it. I'm glad you finally got that Wi-Fi router and the birthday cake I sent you. So
yeah, I appreciate everything.
I'm gonna shove the microphone you need up my ass and take it to you next time.
I already got 2 up mine. We're all good.
I like how Giles' bathroom is lit up by candlelight.
Yeah.
He likes to be intimate when he's washing.
You both look like you're in prison.
We are.
The color scheme comes from like a 70s sitcom. Like it's got that perfect wood paneling in olive green that you only see in like All in the Family and shit. But he's washing his underpants. We gotta give him a little.
Just say if it wasn't for the old nudity thing, I'd show you the wallpaper. It looks like little vaginas all around the bathroom here. The little pink flowers.
Well, did we already know what Giles is doing for pre-Thanksgiving? Washing like a prima donna. I'm gonna be like a turkey and let him savor the flavor. What are you guys doing in preparation for Turkey Day? Anything special?
No, I just went and got my stuff yesterday. Dude, people that wait till the last minute to go get your stuff, I want to fight them. I mean, I'm part of that group, but you just get behind them in the aisles and they don't know. It's like they don't know what they're looking for. And I'm on a fucking mission and I can't handle it. I literally cannot handle it. I'm ready to fight them.
You're ready to throw some fucking elbows for some
and then
hot and ready muffins.
Yeah, exactly. Then you get it behind them in a line. They're like, "How do you use a card?" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Do you guys take checks?
Yeah.
What is this fucking 1995? I will karate chop you in the. That's what the Walmart dude wants to say, but he has to go yes as he dies inside. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I've told the cashier before. I was like, I'm literally just gonna walk out of here with my stuff, and I'll just hit you up next time. I'm not waiting.
Just add it to my Walmart tab. Tell me when I got a felony. Pick me up when I got a felony, and we'll let our lawyers take care of it.
I mean, Illinois is probably under that. If you're under $1,000, it's okay thing.
Well, that's what I heard. That's what I heard they do now.
Really?
Around here they just let you go and they add a running total. So there's like the people in the books like, oh, that's $450 for Carol, $50 more. We'll take your ass to the slammer. It's like it just happened to a fucking doctor here in this county, at least. We just read about it. That would have been better than what we were talking about, but we got a lot of good shit to talk about. I always hate pre-Thanksgiving. You got to clean for family you don't even fucking like. And it's like, be dirty. I should be dirty. Like, I'm all worried about, ooh, is my dog's going to be like rude? Nah, dude, my dog's going to lick his balls and you're going to deal with it. That's his Thanksgiving treat. And you should
Yes,
be
it
happy.
is.
You got
People always ask me, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I've been here in the U.S. for 35 years. And,
Yeah.
and people, and I get asked a lot, like, hey, do you eat? Everybody assumes that I eat burritos and tacos at home every day. And when Thanksgiving comes around, I was like, what are you gonna eat? I'm like, tacos.
Yeah, totally.
my mom is gonna make tacos. It's gonna be the cow's cheeks, the meat.
Jowl.
Oh, okay.
Breaking like a 20-pound burrito and just start carving it.
Why
so
not the
everybody-
tongue too?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I heard cow tongue's pretty good too.
Oh yeah, it is. And some people have eaten the brain and the eyeballs. I have yet to try any of that, but I'll eat anything else in the face.
See, that's getting too close to like a Faces of Death movie.
Mhm.
I'm like that scarred me for life. So even if it is good, I'm like, this is getting too weird.
When I was younger, my grandparents used to stop at this little general store, and then she'd get like livers and gizzards, and I had no idea what they were when I was younger. My grandparents just always got it, and she'd just get me and my cousin some and just hand it to us in the back. We'd be eating it. I literally had no idea what it was until I was like way older, and someone offered me some, and I was like, I don't really eat those, and they're like, you've been eating them your entire life. And we were talking about, my grandma was like, we used to give them to you all the time. I'm like, that's what that was? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh crap.
I always hated the livers because that must be just a around here thing because that was
I do like the liver.
It must have been cheap.
Yeah.
At the gas station they would have them, and I would always get the one tater wedge, maybe a chicken liver or a fucking.
I always love chicken
gizzard.
No. Liver and onions used to serve a lot of that at a restaurant I worked at. Liver and onions. Older people loved liver and onions.
Same.
So what? Hey, quick. Just what's better for Thanksgiving? Turkey or ham? Is it better to go ham? What do you guys think? I was trying to push for ham because you could always go turkey for Christmas too. So like,
I appreciate some turkey. I usually get them both, but ham's pretty damn good. Cooking the turkey.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of either one. Like, I'll eat it, but I'm more of the sides.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're getting the money shot for
damn.
God damn.
Dude. This is what I'm talking about.
This is why you're married, huh, Giles? You're giving us.
You guys hear that dragon? That's his penis dragon.
I'm expecting like a big back tattoo showing in the background.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
like,
something.
That's my boy. He's got the New Kids on the Block tattoo when he gets out of the shower.
I'm trying to think what would be yours. Like,
oh yeah, I know. I got a million of them running through my head right now that I don't even know.
Like Giles,
all kinds of
deep
stuff.
Cut Giles would have O-Town for some reason. It's like it's the best of all the boy bands. Don't understand.
Best concert in 1998.
Oh, good. Well, StreamYard had enough. Streamlabs, we're gonna censor it anyways.
We got flags
I'd
already.
give anything for a cell phone drop to the floor, camera up, and balls. Happy Thanksgiving.
I do not want that. Too much. We were all there for it. This is the closest to a circle jerk I'll ever be. So like I feel close to you.
Yeah. Not me, but for you guys. Yeah. Closest we've ever been.
Oh, son of a bitch. Well, let's talk to the main story that's been going on. We're all comics, so it had to happen. Matt Rife released his Netflix special, and apparently people went nuts in the wrong way. This is from Entertainment and Internet Culture. TikTok made Matt Rife a viral comedian. Now his Netflix specials turn his audience against him. he responds with basically sending any Instagram link to. He says if anyone's offended, here's a link, and it sends them to special needs helmets. So
That's
pretty
hilarious.
cool. That's pretty
I
funny.
seen that. I chuckled.
What do you guys think about that? Because what they're saying is the domestic violence joke he opens up with.
Yeah.
Or what I've heard a lot of people just say, I don't like his material. I've only seen crowd work. I don't like material. And I'll start off. I think this is what, after we did the tour and everything, we've lived through it. I think crowd work and stand-up comedy are sometimes two different things. And then people's expectations for the show were drastically different. Mm-hmm. Like Matt Rife's been doing it for a decade. Whether you like it or not, I'm sure his timing and your jokes were there. Them being a fit, I just think a lot of them weren't fans of stand-up comedy. It's a pretty niche art, stand-up comedy. Just because you like a movie that's funny doesn't mean you'll like some guy talking up for an hour. You know, what do you guys?
It's probably like because I've heard that he's been, I think it was like 15 years he was like doing it, and he's done his time. He's kind of like how we're touring and going to all different places, and I think his fans, that the ones that are offended, are probably the ones who just heard about him on TikTok, because I've recently heard about him through TikTok, and they see the crowd work, and then he says a joke at the domestic violence one. They're like, oh wait, that's not that's not funny to me, and then canceled already. But to me it's new fans that didn't follow him from his.
Yeah, he's got he has two other specials out. He did the first one is he did himself. Second one was about his grandpa, and this was not about his grandpa, but he had that part in there. And this is his third one. I mean, I don't know, it's crazy to me because I think he even has a YouTube crowd work video, like not special, but like 30 minutes of that.
He was on Wild 'N Out forever.
But granted, you like something of his, you're like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. But you have got to understand that is just a part of a comedy show. That's a very small fraction. I mean, there's an hour-long show. Guarantee you, what he does 10 minutes at the end of crowd work, maybe. So, and you see that, they're like, I don't know. To me, it's just, I don't understand it. I don't know what people were expecting. And coming out with like everybody knows that he's 95% are women fans. And to come out and just swinging for the fences with a joke like that, I ain't mad at it. I mean, if you like him, if you like his comedy, I don't mind it. He's good. He knows his shit, obviously. But to come out swinging the fences like that, good job. That's what I say. And he knew he was going to have backlash. And now it makes it even bigger. Yeah. Now he's all over the news. Not just TikTok. He's all over the news.
Well, I thought I had it in there. It didn't show up. But no, the Netflix special was released second most ever, like out of specials. So it definitely worked. Giles, I'm sorry to interrupt. What did you say?
I just wish you would have picked a better domestic violence joke.
I was going to add on that too. See, that's to me 2023 edgy, but 2016 that would have been open mic, whatever. Yeah. People would have laughed and thought nothing of it. What's actually, I got into it with someone on Facebook because they were talking. I was like, maybe you just don't like his comedy. Comedy's subjective. It doesn't matter what I'm. And they were saying I defended it, but then later on in the comments they said, well, I don't really know his comedy. I was just watching the TikToks. Mm-hmm. And I think that was the explosion we saw. And we had a lot of people coming to shows that never been to comedy shows, just saw TikToks, and they wanted the show to be personalized for them. Like everything has their own fucking sticker, like we're teachers of comedy. Good job, Carol from fucking Bedford, Indiana. Thank you for talking the whole show. Like it got real weird, and it got very demanding. People came to shows not, oh, what do you have to offer? Like, hey, this is what I expect. You better give it to me. And in some cases, maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think? If you want to add on that.
No, No, you're right. There's like I heard Mark Norman talk about. He said this a couple times. This woman comes up to him after a show and was like, "Hey, you need to," because he was using the R word, and she's like, "Hey, look, I have a Down syndrome or disabled niece, and that's not funny." He goes, "Well, it's just not funny to you." He goes, "Well, what'd you think about the Holocaust joke?" And she's like, "Oh, that's hilarious." He's like, "Oh, so you just don't want to hear about the thing that upset. There's going to be that for everybody. So what are you doing? I'm a firm believer in, if it works the majority of the time, stick to your set, do it. And then, because everybody's going to say something. I mean, it doesn't matter. Everybody's going to say
somebody's going to get mad.
Oh, yeah.
My most offensive joke's about fucking pie. I've had more people get mad. I tell people like that. And I have another joke. I do have, hey, who isn't been doing comedy for 10 years who doesn't have an abortion joke, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
But those are rare. You can't just pull them out and be like, hey, it's going to go over.
Well,
you have to have a perfect crowd. It's got to be right in the air. You got to have took them there a little bit beforehand. You can't go like, hey, here's a few jokes about my wife. And now, boom, 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 boom. It's not going to. So I haven't had too many opportunities to use it, but it's one of my favorite jokes. And that's how I know it's probably not the best. When I like something, I know it's not going to work.
Well, if you've been doing comedy for 10 years, not only do you have, a couple of abortion jokes, you've paid for like a couple of abortions if you've been doing comedy for 10 years. So to fucking just joke about it is fine. It's like, no, we like, I don't get it. There's like Bill Burr, talked about, about the priest. They're like, oh, you went too far talking about the priest touching the kids. He's like, don't you think the priest went too far with the kids?
Yeah.
Like, we're not performing. I mean, we're not doing that stuff. We all know it's a joke. So I don't know. But yeah, when the backlash from that special, one, I think it's unnecessary. And two, I mean, you got to know that he don't just do that, like just a crowd. I don't.
Could it be reverse clout chasing? Because they know he's TikTok and he's all over TikTok. So if you come in saying how much you hate him, you're going to get the pop of praise. You're going to get the monetary TikTok and get it. Like maybe it's just bandwagon. Like it's everyone jumping on saying Nickelback sucks, and now we're in 2023 going. Someone's cracking open a beer going right now like fuck you, dude. They got some bangers.
They're going back on tour. Yeah, didn't they come back on tour and they're like selling out arenas? Like, yeah,
they could go on tour right now with Creed and take over the world.
It's like Limp Bizkit. Everybody talks so much shit, and then I see him on TikTok, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, I wish I was there." And Fred Durst is awesome. I'm like,
I got the outfits to prove I've always liked Fred Durst, even when it wasn't cool. So I'm a little upset now. Everyone thinks it's cool. It's like, no. I was back there with King Cobra album when he's rapping and stuff. Still there. Where were all the rest of you? You were not around. I looked around. Oh, but
getting hugs and kisses from our parents. That's where we were at. we were getting tucked into bed, not sleeping in the garage.
This weird Matt Rife thing's fucking. It didn't make no sense to me either in the whole thing. But I remember us talking. We call it the Matt Rife effect because everyone was expecting bad work. They wanted, and to me, I thought, who doesn't want a comedy show personalized to them? But doesn't that fuck you. Like, get a fucking Hallmark card for $1. There's 30 other people here that want to hear the jokes. And that's another thing. No one's going to sit there individually and hear their own personalized crowd work. So I don't know. I think it was bound to happen when people realized what stand-up comedy was.
He was on top of it for a minute, I mean, and everybody was just talking like, how are you going to take it? You need to make sure, because all the other people were talking about like, you need to like gradually, get ready for it, because it's a whole different ball game from clubs or even theaters to now. Like he could probably, I don't even know how many, he may be able to do arena show in some cities, I mean,
Well,
maybe.
it's like later on, eventually going to get to like, hey, if you're starting off to be a comic, it'll be like an older comic. He's like, here you go, this really thick book of things you can't say.
Oh,
It's like that's where we're heading. That's
yeah.
I mean, we're not out there like I'm not out there, saying the N word or being, hatred towards one group of people. But
Yeah.
it's like certain things that I've said have also gotten like here in St. Louis, like the pronouns like wet and back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what? I'm actually Mexican. I'm a wetback.
Yeah.
And I'm making fun of myself, but it's always the white, like mostly white women that get offended.
Yeah.
And it's not about them. They're just like, oh my God, you can't say that about. I'm getting offended for them. Like,
and what's even funnier is that's the people you have the most kids with.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best part.
They're the most fertile for some reason. The
Yeah.
ones that want to speak to your manager has just got,
just
got all of it.
Yeah,
I'm back here. You want to talk to her? She's back here.
Yeah.
I'm married to her.
I even told,
like I said before that. Oh, go ahead, Tim. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I remember about a month ago they even said the Good Old Boys of Comedy was a derogatory and some deemed racist term for our comedy group, when in fact it is literally what St. Louis called us, so we just used it as a marketing ploy. So it was just weird. It was weird how it seems like what I call a buffet outrage. Like it doesn't. I'll take a little bit of this now, but later it's not offended now. But later I'll be outraged. I'll take a little bit of that fried rice outrage. It's weird to me how it changes like the seasons. Go ahead, Josh, if you had anything.
No, they're just I mean, we're going and doing the shows we do, and what you have 9 out of 10 times we have a decent show, a good show, we're having a good time. And there's only certain places that you go to that they're like, whoa, tone that down a little bit. It's like I've done that same set 8 times, 8 weeks in a row previously, and no one's like got laughs or no one's even cared. And now, just this area or just this bar, town, whatever, is the one causing an uproar. And they're the ones that get on there and be like, they said this and they said that. Well, let's try to get a hold of the 8 other places I went to and say, hey, that was hilarious. We had a great time. I mean, how many times knock on, which we're lucky that they do, but have people came up to us and been like, that was good. Thanks for coming here. It was a great time. We was getting out. It's better than, something a little different. And then it just takes out one show for, you go to some place and then 3 or 4 people get on there and like, wow, I was offended by this. And then, now that's out there and it's not the other 400 or 500 people that seen you. They're not on there going defending us or defending whoever. So all they're hearing is, the only thing I heard about was the Mexican called himself this, and then the other one went on and said, whatever. But you don't hear about it, like literally the other people that had a great time and was, wanting to buy you drinks or like, hey, come get your information so we can follow you. You don't hear about none of that.
No.
But yeah,
Giles got caught masturbating by his wife.
Yeah.
He was like, I was just beating one off with the boys. Like, what's wrong with that? He said it was a circle jerk.
Why you always in my business, woman?
It was Tim's first circle jerk. Come on, I can't let him down.
Yeah,
I think she had a black eye. Can I say that?
I was gonna say, yeah. She's like, do you want me to Matt Rife you right now? Is that what you want?
He did. He got caught.
Awesome.
He got caught in the midst of a circle jerk. We knew
What's
it.
even better is that the fact that he is on a camera that's being recorded, took a shower, naked, everything. His wife doesn't even bat an eye. Like she just walked by and she's like, "Hey."
Yeah. No, and also he's recording it like he was like lead cinematographer of the Blair Witch. It's only face. It's only full frontal. You get all Giles all the time.
It looks like a POV like porn movie. Like
that's awesome.
But he's banging us right now, so we get that view.
Yeah.
This is what Lisa Ann sees when she looks up.
I
I don't know who that is. So I just made up that name.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, his old lady's like, who the fuck is Lisa Ann?
The old teacher of mine. And dentist.
This has turned into a weird found footage film. This is what it's killing too.
Yeah. Dude, would that be terrible?
He's in a dark room. What are you
I'm
doing?
telling you, it would be terrible if this was the last footage of John. Like something crazy happens to him. Like, we have footage of his last day.
Well, it looks like, you know, in the movies when somebody gets killed, but you're in the point of view of the person being killed.
Yeah,
so like the eyes
like
closed.
Myers mask.
Then you open them, yeah, and slowly the guy comes with the knife. That's what it looks like.
Apparently, Giles, you have the John Carpenter-like touch of podcasting. You can just with a few just simple technique and camera angles, we're all frightened for you, and we're pulling to see if you make it through this podcast to the next one. This is fucking awesome.
He's actually a serial killer.
That's why there's a dollhouse in the back. I knew it was the dollhouse killer.
You're like, yeah, this is, yeah. But I got like 10, so it's all good.
He makes the furniture in the dollhouse out of human bones.
Yeah.
Well, what else would you make it out of?
I know, yeah.
Like, come on. Be proud. The bones are just lying around. I mean, you've already bleached them.
It's like I got plenty of kids' clothes for the furniture cushions too.
Before we head out, we talked about the main topic. We'll go through the express. We'll go through some sports.
Yeah, because I'm getting I have no I have no outlets down here like over here, and I'm gonna.
We got about 3 minutes left. I'm gonna try to keep it under 30 minutes, anyways. So I figured that was a good podcast. I'll edit that out, or maybe I won't. Hey, Easter egg. Sports-wise, apparently someone went to a Philly game and brought a support alligator, was denied entry, and was outraged. Now, my only thing is, how bad is your life got to be that you have to get your support animal is a fucking alligator?
Okay, I'm gonna let you take those back. How great is your life when you're walking around with it? Let's be honest here. If you're walking around with the dude and you see anybody, guy or girl, walking around with the alligator, you are not remotely even fucking with that person. That's big for them. Well, we've let everything. It's an extreme. I mean, why not? Fuck you! Everybody else gets to do crazy shit all the time.
Well, Mike Tyson can eat tigers. Somebody can have an alligator.
Exactly.
Mike Tyson and his tiger, the guy with the alligator, and then the dude with his support crocodile all meet up at like a stop area, a crosswalk. What's going to happen? Someone's getting a face tattoo and hepatitis.
Yeah.
Someone ain't making it out alive. Oh, man. No, I just thought that was funny because I was like,
it's crazy. I mean, it's insane. It's crazy.
He had multiple times to turn around and go, "This isn't going to work." But he walked there in confidence.
The problem.
I would not want to be sitting next to him. That's what.
Yeah. The problem is, the reason why he has that is because he doesn't have any friends. The reason why he fucking doesn't have anybody telling him don't do that. If he had friends or something, like, dude, that's hilarious. You can't really do that. That's got to be some kind of liability. But he has no one there to tell him not to. So yeah, he probably needs that alligator. I'm for
Think
it.
about alligator insurance.
Yeah.
Josh is for it. Like, nah, we need to get more alligators.
Yeah.
Alligators solve mental health problems.
I mean,
I'm telling you.
There's got to be people doing crazy shit like that every day. So yeah.
Well, hey, we solved it. The final one, and I actually used to work at a library. Who would have thought this one? But this is actually overseas in England. An overdue book was returned in England after 45 years. And he was very apologetic. Here's the thing that was crazy. They don't actually give overdue fees. So no one charged him. Everyone's like, thank you for being honest, even if it took 45 years. Here in the fucking States.
Oh, it'd been thousands of dollars.
They're like a fucking mob. I owe still at a book in a library that doesn't exist anymore in a town called Neoga $80 some odd. So when I got a job at the library, they were going to withhold my first check till I paid it, and they locked me out of my systems, so I couldn't even do my job. And it wasn't even the same thing because they all talk. It's like the fucking librarians all have a convention. They're the mob.
They have a
They're the new
TV
mob.
show.
They have a TV.
Do you?
I just saw the preview for it. Like,
I'm sitting here thinking about
Oh,
Pornhub.
so
Still, like,
I like how that's.
there used to be I don't know if it's what it was on, like TNT or TBS. There literally was a show called The Librarians about them fighting crimes or some shit.
No, there's a movies too. But I love how in this group, that's what legitimizes, like the threat. Dude, they're on TV. They got a show. Have you seen Lizard Lick Towing? This is real life, motherfuckers. Like, you don't want to fuck with them. So that got me. I was like, okay, that's true. Now we've had a great time. Some of the things you can see us this weekend. You can see me and Josh Reynolds along with Mary Jane and David Kirk at Pickers Lounge at 1051 East North Avenue, Flora, Illinois. It's right by the overpass in Industrial Park. Great place. Can't wait to. This is the best lineup out of the group. Sorry, Louise and Giles, but no, I really do think this is the best over-round lineup for the area. And I wanted to make sure we ended the season with a bang. Mary Jane's a stage killer, so I'm excited to bring her along with us. Louise will be in. Why don't you go ahead, Louise? Tell them about it.
I'll be at the. Josh and I were trying to decide if it's anti-bar or anti-bar. I think it's anti-bar. I don't think it would be an anti-bar. That's December 2nd in Waterloo, Illinois. I will be there with Anthony Schaefer. Ronaldo Mercado will be headlining, and the host is Ryan Ballard, who I met at West Fork. Actually, I met him at the St. Charles Funny Bone a couple months back. And he saw me last week, and he's like, "Hey, are you interested in doing a show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
I don't have the photo, but Giles, I think you're doing something with the Artists United in December 3rd, maybe? You're doing the Christmas special?
December 3rd, they're premiering the show that I was on, so it's kind of a gathering. So we'll see what happens.
That's why it's 2 hours. I was wondering what was this. It's all making sense now. Oh, but no, very cool. We were very excited. Giles, you've been working on this a while, so I'm excited that it's going to be.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Your TV, your premiere credit makes all of us look bigger, and we're going to ride the coattails of your success as long as we can. So
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Don't show those skits. We'll show this. We'll see what gets more views.
But definitely, it's the Artists United now. I think they have a convention or stuff, but check them out for more information, or Giles' Facebook page for that. But definitely go out and support Giles in this awesome special event. And it's a great show as well. I looked at it, and for December. It's pretty fucking stacked, so you're guaranteed to have a good time with all these shows. But for us, until next week, that's all for us from the Good Old Boys. We appreciate you coming in, and thank you. We are out.